Today we're going to put Nichesss to the test, writing a blog for the aiPROFITz blog. I don't have any idea how this is going to go. We're going to build an outline. We're going to try to even come up with a topic. Again, I haven't done any preparation, but this is going to put the artificial intelligence that Nichesss uses truly to the test. So let's get started. I'm going to come in here to blog tools first and foremost, but I'm actually going to do the marketing plan because it gives me more features that I can use. We'll give it some basic information, aiPROFITz, we review software. We're a YouTube channel and we're going to do the blog outline as well as the blog intro and then the email subject and body newsletter. What do you want to talk about? I have absolutely no clue what we should talk about. Let's talk about writing a blog using AI and then generate the marketing copy. We're probably going to change the title of the post and build this out, but we want to get something going, just some basic ideas, and then we can pivot along the way. So let's view our plan, and then we see write a blog with AI. And honestly, the first one it spits out, I think's pretty good. I always like the first one. I don't know what it is. But let's actually scroll down to the outline as well as the random video ideas. And I have a Notion document here, blog with Nichesss. We're just going to paste in some of this information. We are going to actually use the AI to assemble this blog. So I don't like any of these random video ideas. You know, maybe that wasn't the best idea, but here we go. 20 reasons why you need AI to write your blog, but it's not going to give us 20. How to write a blog that engages your audience using aiPROFITz AI. I like that. So for the title, we'll just go with how to write a blog that engages your audience using AI. And then we're going to go with Nichesss demo. So that's our title. Now let's come up with some actual headers. Let's see what this says. So this is about launching an aiPROFITz AI tool. That's not what we're going to do. So we're going to just ignore that altogether. And instead, let's jump back to the blog outline, write a blog with AI. Let's start with these three as some headers. This will just get us going. So this will be header 1, this will be header 2, and this will be header 3. And then for this, we're going to say how to use Nichesss. We're just going to expand this out a bit because, again, our title is how to write a blog that engages your audience using AI. So we probably also need something about engage your audience. We can add one more, and I could probably come up with the idea at this point. So instead of jumping into Nichesss, I'm just going to give it engage your audience with Nichesss smart AI technology. So we're throwing the AI in there as well as this. But these are just some basic headers that now we have for our blog outline. And again, we're just on the first search. So now I'm going to paste in some text. I liked this opening text here, so I'm just going to copy that and paste it. We're going to probably run multiple versions of the blog post intro moving forward, but let's see what the second one says. So I'm actually going to use this second one as well, but I'm going to have to modify this one a little bit. And instead of free to use, it is a one-time payment and you can use it for life. We're going to modify that one slightly, but again, I think that paragraph's good enough. So now let's actually jump back in and we're going to go with what is artificial intelligence. And I'm going to add more to the blog intro field. Except for now, for the title of the post, I'm going to change it to what is artificial intelligence. I'm going to change what the blog is about to our title. So now we actually have a little bit more information, blogging with AI. And then for the blog company, we're actually going to plug in Nichesss so that it talks about Nichesss. Because we don't want to actually talk about aiPROFITz here, talk about Nichesss. So let's generate more now that we have filled in a more specific content brief. So we now have our new information, and here we can copy this and then copy that. And I think that'll probably be good. So we're going to actually delete out most of this second paragraph, but it brings in virtual assistants. And then we're just going to say every time you talk to virtual assistants like Alexa, you are using AI. So this is actually coming together quite nicely, but let's add a little bit more using that exact same script. So that took 2 minutes to write that paragraph. Let's refresh. We should be about done. There it is. And I'm going to copy that. This is going to actually segment quite well into why you would want to use it. And then here we're going to ignore the first part because again, it just kind of explains what it is. And then here we're going to come in. We're actually going to cite this. This is a nice thing that we can actually cite. So we could link out to an authority. And then here we're just going to copy this sentence right here. And I'm going to jump to Google. And then here we go. So we'll actually copy this and we're going to cite this. So now we have our first kind of introduction. What is artificial intelligence? Now we're going to jump to why to use AI to write a blog. We're going to do the blog post intro one more time. We're going to type the title of the post, why to use AI to write a blog. You never want to encourage someone to click off the video, but at this point, we're going to rinse and repeat this for each of our headers for the rest of the video, generating the content until we get things that are cohesive. So if you were to click off, you can click off now and go write your blog article with Nichesss. Otherwise, let's get to it and rinse and repeat. So let's copy this and let's paste it in. I'm fine with this for now, but let's jump back and let's add more. And then let's see if we can give this one more go because I don't think that that one is perfect. This is perfect right here. I'm going to paste this in and then I'm going to add one word. It can increase engagement by several orders of magnitude. And then let's jump back. And then here we've got, and we're going to copy this. I'm going to paste this text under the how to use Nichesss as your AI engine, because I think this one actually relates better to Nichesss itself. This one, why you would use it. We're going to do one more search. One more time, we're going to refresh this and we're going to see if we can fill this in just a little bit more. And so far, we have been working 18 minutes on this. I like this one a lot better. This is where I was going for. Mostly, we're just lazy, right? The reason we're doing this is because we're lazy. So instead, I'm going to start this one out right here. Takes a lot of work. After a while, feels like a chore, just starting out, blah, blah, blah. Reword this a little bit. Blogging with AI can increase engagement. Isn't all that different from a natural conversation. Throw that one in there as well, which again, it's saying the real benefits can be seen when you compare the two. So now I feel very comfortable with our second header point. And let's move on to number 3. We've already got a head start on this one. How to use Nichesss as your AI engine. Post intro feature for the title of the post. How to use, and this is going to be more of a how-to, so hopefully the AI can pick up on that and give us a little bit how-to. So I like this because it's giving us some steps. And I don't like that one, so we're going to go ahead and add more. We don't have a step 6, unfortunately. And let's read these. Install Nichesss. So first we're going to say sign up. So this is a little 5-step system. Now, yes, we probably did a lot of that. As far as, writing, we could probably do a lot better if we spent more time on it, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to jump back and our new creation should be done. And we spent 3 minutes doing that little bit of writing there while it created that. So that's just for context. I like that a lot. This one's a lot better. The idea is to look at Nichesss as your AI engine to help you with your blogging. So I don't really like the way that this one's coming together. It's too many words and they're not very cohesive. So I'm going to jump back and I'm going to add one more because we'll have a lot more content and then we can delete out some sentences and hopefully make it a little bit more cohesive. So this one right here is a little bit too AI feeling, but it's actually saying what I wanted to say. And then this one right here, I like it a lot better. Because it says, when you look at all the ways making money, you quickly realize most require a large degree of human input, and in the digital age, human input is often expensive. So this is actually a benefit to using Nichesss. So we'll just go with one more paragraph there. It's not going to really hurt things. And then here, we're going to go with this. We're going to use this as our introduction, and then we're just going to delete out some of these sentences because I think it's a little too wordy. And here I'm going to change the and AI engine, OpenAI, establish a little bit more authority within our blog article. Let's link to that web page. So I don't like that sentence there. And we're going to change that to an AI tool that will help you write better articles. And then we're going to delete this paragraph. This one really just doesn't work. Let's add in a sentence that we're going to do before we get to the steps. So I'm just going to add that one little 2-sentence thing. So how do you use Nichesss to build? And then here for the engage your audience, it sounds like we've already got some good stuff here. So let's see what we already have. if you've been around, I'm just going to wrap it up here, and I'm going to say this entire blog was written using Nichesss and some minor tweaking from a real human. Little call to action, like I'm going to do here, and say, if this video brought you any value, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like it. I'm not ready to do the outro yet because I do want to go over this blog. However, I do appreciate you hitting that like button and supporting the channel. So let's see how many words we've come up with. We have 1,200 words. So we just wrote a 1,200 word article in 36 minutes. We have our title here. We have some headers. We have the content. We need some images. Okay, at this point, I have formatted everything. I have added my affiliate links to Nichesss. You can support the channel if you don't have Nichesss by purchasing through one of my links. And then I've also linked out to the links that we did throughout the video. I've added some images from Pexels. This one's from Media Modifier. And then a fun little logo down here using kind of my interpretation of the Nichesss logo with a robot behind it because it looks cool. I think it does at least. And the article looks good. You know, I've done very, very little. I did have to add one thing. I generated this in Nichesss. I didn't actually show it, but I needed a blog intro. So we used the blog intro tool to write our entire article, and I didn't actually have the blog intro. So this is straight from Nichesss with the exception of this right here. I added one sentence and then the button. And we probably need to add a YouTube channel to invite anyone that comes across this article to subscribe. So obviously what I should do is run this through Phrase or do some more SEO on it. Perhaps in the future we will do that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like it. Hopefully this video has brought you some value. Hit the like button if it has. If you have any future ideas or any comments, leave it down below. My name is Scott with aiPROFITz.com, and we'll see you in the next one.